to come out, sit here, listen to what this old farmer has to say, and judge for yourself. Am I a guy that you can get behind? Do you think I'll have your voice? So basically, I'd just like to start out, if we could just say the Pledge of Allegiance. Could you say a prayer for us here?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, isn't it great to say the Pledge of Allegiance and say the prayer?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why the only sport I watch is rodeo. Because they do that. You know, all these other sports, they want to talk about, they're against Christianity. They're for all these organizations that are against folks like us. And, you know, I'm kind of done with that. I love God, and I'm going to be a servant, and I'm going to be loud and proud about it. Blystone. I'm a farmer, a businessman. My farm sits southeast of Columbus, between Columbus and Lancaster. We got a small farm. It's about 83 acres, but we have a niche. I own a packing house, butcher shop, bakery, restaurant, tap room, and we run an event center on the farm. We employ a little over 50 people. God has been good to me. He's blessed me and my family. Our current government, not only locally, but federally, take away some of our freedoms, our rights. Our Constitution means something to me. You know, just because there's a pandemic doesn't mean you throw the Constitution out the window. Right? Go to church. Did you ever think in your lifetime that you would be told you couldn't go to church? Ever. That's scary. We see those kind of things in communist countries. We never thought that would come home to our soil. Good men, women died. That right there. Flying that flag for our freedoms. I'm ready to fight for that freedom. I will die for freedom. And I don't like the political climate. I'm going in there to make a change. That's what needs done. I don't know why God picked me to do this. My gosh, I didn't have problems in this state. We need to stand up for our rights, our freedoms. We need a balanced budget. I can honestly, but they don't want you to know where your money's going. Because they're mismanaging our money. We see that in the unemployment. Last year, there was more than $267 million paid in fraudulent unemployment claims. Why? Because if you want something mismanaged, you let the government do it. The Equality Bill. The Equality Bill allows for a 3-year-old to be given testosterone or estrogen blockers, and then they decide what sex they are. You don't choose what sex you are. You're born a male or a female. Plain and simple. You know, you want to mess with nature, you do that when you're an adult. That's your choice. But for a parent to go along with that, put a child through that, that's abuse to me. Under my administration, that would not happen in this state. Permit for an antique gun, $800 registration. They want you to take a psychological evaluation. Who's going to give me a psychological evaluation? Are they coming to my house? Who's picking this psychologist? Sleepy Joe? You know, the first thing they're going to come in, they're going to say, oh, Joe Blystone, looks like you want to apply for a gun registration. And the first thing they're going to do is go to my social media page without asking me anything. And they're going to say, oh, Joe Blystone, you love God. Oh, Joe Blystone, you love country. Oh, Joe Blystone, you're a patriot. Guess what, Joe? You're a terrorist and you're a racist. You're not getting the gun. And if you don't think that can happen, the writing is on the wall. It's our constitutional right to bear arms, protect our families, protect our community against the government. We make Ohio a Second Amendment sanctuary state. H.R. 1 bill will put our election system in the federal hands across the country. Obviously, we know they can't manage elections. Obviously, they want to steal our voice and our vote. We see that. We know unequivocally that President Trump is still our president. Whether you like that guy or not, he did a heck of a job.
Yeah.
I can honestly say he said some stupid stuff. But we didn't hire him to be a good guy. He was a general going into war. We're in a spiritual war right now, folks. You see it. We have to stand up and fight. We conservatives, we like to stay in our lane. We like to be positive. We like to work hard, make a living, take care of our families. We don't like to be loud, except me. I like to be loud. The time is now. Our school systems are a mess. You know, we don't educate no more. We indoctrinate. I talk to a lot of public school teachers. And the public school teachers, their hands are tied. They just want to teach. They don't want to be told, you got to teach to this certain test. Let these teachers teach. Arithmetic, civics. How about we teach our kids a little bit about the Constitution? How about teach them about the flag? How about teach them about how this country is the greatest, most opportune country in the world?
Any of the Dominion voting machines in Ohio?
Yes, they are.
Why?
That's a good question. Why? A lot of the fraud in our election system, and I'm working, I don't know if anybody follows Dr. Douglas Frank. So Douglas Frank has done all the modeling numbers. He did it for COVID, and then after the election, he started doing the modeling numbers for the election fraud. On the face, they say, well, Trump won Ohio by 8 points. I can unequivocally prove Trump won this state by 15 points. Numbers don't lie. We got the numbers. At the end of this month, Dr. Frank and I are going to sit down with, we have an appointment with Frank LaRose, Secretary of State, and we are going to lay out all the evidence of the election system. We can't have mail-in ballots. Mail-in ballots need to go away. Mail-in ballots, there's no confirmation of ID. Absentee ballots, there is. The mail-in ballots we can't have.